A young monk drank the water from Guanyin's jade vase, and Guanyin burned down the entire temple. Long ago, a wandering young monk arrived at a temple. While paying homage to Guanyin, he noticed her jade vase was empty, and the willow branch inside had withered. With not a drop of water left in the temple's water tank, he grabbed his carrying pole and trekked down the mountain to fetch water from the river. Every day, the young monk watered the willow branch, and slowly, it came back to life. The bodhisattva smiled with delight at the sight. One day, a tall monk visited the temple, asking for water. Seeing the young monk was the only one there, he stayed. When the water tank ran dry, the tall monk took it upon himself to go down the mountain to fetch water. The young monk was overjoyed, chuckling to himself. Annoyed by the young monk's snicker, the tall monk turned back and made him come along to carry water together. As they hauled the bucket, each tried to shift the weight onto the other, tilting the bucket toward his partner. Fed up, they pulled out a ruler to find the perfect balance point on the pole, then worked together to carry the water. Later, a fat monk joined the temple. He drank up all the water the two had carried back as soon as he arrived. The other monks were so angry they nearly hit him. The fat monk had no choice but to go fetch water himself. Reluctantly, he went down the mountain, filled 2 buckets, and poured them into the tank only to pick up a bucket and drink it all again. The monks were stunned, calling him selfish. None of the 3 would fetch water after that. They ate their meals without drinking, and all ended up choking. That's when the young monk thought of the water in Guanyin's jade vase. He picked up the vase and drank it all. The bodhisattva stared in anger, eyes wide. Still, they refused to go down the mountain for water. One night, lightning flashed, and the 3 monks grew excited rain was coming. They grabbed wooden buckets and ran to the courtyard, but the dark clouds drifted away, leaving them disappointed. Slowly, the willow branch in the jade vase withered, and the bodhisattva grew displeased. A little mouse scurried onto the table. The bodhisattva prompted it to throw a candle, and soon a fire erupted. Panicked, the 3 monks rushed down the mountain to fetch water. The tall monk tried to use the young monk as a bucket, nearly tossing him into the flames, but the fat monk pulled him back just in time. Working together, the monks put out the fire. Dejected, they sat on the ground until the little mouse scurried over, seeming to mock them. And determined to avoid further conflicts, they introduced new tools to make fetching water easier.